Welcome back to Fact Not Fiction. Today's subject is a bit of a serious one.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about the many forms of abuse, starting with emotional abuse, then physical abuse, and digital abuse. So it's important to remember that relationships, AJ, exist on a spectrum.
They do.
And sometimes it's really difficult for us to tell what's unhealthy or healthy or occasionally abusive.
Emotional abuse is just verbal, non-physical behaviors. So that includes whether they're humiliating, intimidating, or bullying you, whether it's in person or spreading gossip or rumors about you. That's also a form of emotional abuse. You can also have someone constantly checking in on you, texting you, where are you? That's a form of emotional abuse. And one key or most noticeable factor is that they isolate you from your friends and family.
Physical abuse is the intentional use of physical force to scare you or to inflict fear or personal harm. I think automatically we think about things like kicking or choking or hitting, but there are other types of physical abuse as well. One type of physical abuse is damage to your property. That can be someone vandalizing your car or vandalizing your house or taking and smashing your phone. Another form of physical abuse is stalking. And I think we often hear of stalking in terms of celebrities or paparazzi, but
Right.
Stalking can happen to the average person just like you or me. And stalking is when someone follows you or harasses you or checks up on you all the time in a constant way. But stalking doesn't just happen physically, it can happen in the digital world too, which brings us to our next type of abuse.
And it's very similar to the emotional and physical abuse, but people like to think that they can hide behind a screen or their cell phone or an email, but it's still a form of abuse, whether they're threatening you or causing harm or bullying you through a direct message or a tweet even. If they are demanding sexually explicit photos of you, that's a form of abuse. Or if they're stealing your passwords or requiring that you give them your passwords, that's another form of abuse, and you don't have to put up with it. If you feel like any of these apply to you or someone that you know, if you feel uncomfortable or need to talk to someone, you can always visit thehotline.org for more information, and they have wonderful resources there to help you.
Right, and if you're the kind of person who likes to talk it out, but you don't feel comfortable going to a family member or a friend, you can always pick up the phone and call 1-800-799-SAFE for more information, for help, for tips and advice.
And you're not alone. Take care of yourselves.